Hey everyone, Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on the Priest in Peril quest. Now, for this quest there are no specific requirements, which is pretty handy. As the items needed, you're going to want 50 unnoted or 25 pure essence. However, I'll come back to that one and explain that in a moment. You'll also want a bucket, that is definitely needed. Recommended, they say, having some Varrock teleports. However, if you have access to the Varrock Lodestone, that will be more than enough. Now, the other recommended item, which I definitely recommend, is having a Wicked Hood. Now, for those who don't know where to get a Wicked Hood from, if you go to Berthorpe and speak to Tam McGruber, I think his name is, you'll find him somewhere around Berthorpe. He'll give you a Wicked Hood for free. Now basically it can be used to receive like 100 rune essence from it daily, like you can sort of pull them out from the hood, and this will actually help with the part where you need 50 unnoted rune essence or 25 pure essence. So I would just bring the Wicked Hood from you. As long as you haven't used it that day, you should be fine to do that bit. And then for enemies to defeat, you need to defeat Cerberus, which is level 48, and some monk of Zemrax, which are level 34. So for this, I do recommend obviously having weapon and armor as high as your level can have, and obviously some food to avoid like dying from it. But that is it for the requirements and items needed, and now onto the quest starting point. So we're currently at the Varrock Lodestone, which can be accessed via the Lodestone network. If you don't have this one unlocked and wish to unlock the other ones, I have a guide in the description below, which will tell you how to do so. It's very handy having the Lodestones unlocked for completing your quests. Especially in this one, you'll be returned to Varrock a couple of times. So the quest starting point from here is in Varrock Castle, and we need to speak to King Rold. So obviously from this Lodestone, we're going to head directly north to the castle. So, once you arrive, speak to the king to start the quest. So he will tell you that he's lost contact with a monk who goes by the name of Drezzel, who is a friend at the Patadomus, and the king wants you to go and check on him and return any information about the temple. So the temple is quite a good walking distance away, towards the north, sort of east of Varrock. If you follow where I go, you can't get lost, but basically you're going to sort of go through a couple of gates and that. You will pass a musician about halfway, so you can use him to rest up and then carry on running, so you should be able to use your run energy most of the time, and it should only take a few minutes to get there, but I'll speak to you once we arrive. So once you arrive at the Patadomus, knock on the door, and an unidentified person claiming to be Drezzel will ask you to help by killing the dog nearby. If you climb down the dungeon entrance, which is just north of the temple, and you'll see level 48 Cerberus, you then have to kill the dog. So it shouldn't be too difficult for you to defeat. You can use items like Ring of Recoil to help you out. However, the Ring of Recoil kill will not count for the completion of the battle unless some damage from weapon is inflicted. So just bear that one in mind. But either way, once you have defeated the dog, go back to the temple and knock again, and you'll hear the voice from earlier telling you to go back and speak to King Rold. So using the Lodestone network, we're going to head back to the Varrock Lodestone even, and then head back to the Varrock Castle to speak to the king. Once you speak to King Rold, you'll find out that you've been tricked, and he'll be very angry with you, explaining that the dog was guarding the temple from attacks from like vampires and other monsters from Morytania, and he instructs you to go back and fix the problem right away. So we need to head all the way back to the Patadomus again, so again another few minutes walk for you, unfortunately. I'll speak to you once you're there. So, once you arrive at the Patadomus, we're actually going to go inside this time, and you'll notice there's lots of Zamorakian priests standing around and level 34 monks of Zamorak. Now, we need to get a golden key from one of them. So, a lot of the time some people can get it as a first drop, but I found I had to kill about 5 or 6 of them to actually receive the golden key as a drop. So do this until you receive one. Do it on like the first and second floors, sort of alternate a bit, because I think it's just sort of a matter of luck who gets it. So once you have the golden key, head all upstairs to the very top floor, and you'll see Drezzel behind bars. Talk to him through the cell door and you'll find out the current situation. Now Drezzel is locked in the cage, but even with the key he can't escape while the vampire is still there, and you'll need to get some holy water to be able to temporarily seal the vampire's tomb. So we need to head all the way back outside and climb down the ladder where we defeated Cerberus earlier on. Make sure you've got your golden key and bucket with with you. Go through the gate where the guardian dog was standing, and you'll be in an area where there's a load of monuments around. If you study each one of them, you'll notice they've all got like different gold items, apart from one which have an iron key in it. You want to use the golden key on the monument to swap them round. If you try and actually take it without swapping, you will have damage dealt on you, so you literally do have to swap the items over. Once you have the iron key, you then want to head into the centre of the circular monument, and you'll see there's a well. If you use your bucket, you'll get some water from the river, and now you want to take these items back upstairs to Drizzle. So once you arrive back to Drizzle, use the key you got on the from the dungeon on the cell door, and you'll be able to enter it. He'll then bless the bucket of water that you obtained earlier, and if you use it on the coffin, you'll seal the vampire, allowing you to let Drizzle out of the cage. He'll tell you to go meet him down in the dungeon near where the monuments were. So obviously head back down there, and I'll speak to you once you arrive. Once you arrive, he'll tell you that the river is still being corrupted, and he suggests using the power of Rune essence to remove the Zamorakian magic and purify the river again. Now he'll tell you that you need to bring him 50 Rune essence or 25 pure essence, and it cannot be noted. Now this is where the Wicked Hood comes in handy. The Wicked Hood allows you to take 100 Rune essence from it daily by activating it. So using this, you can then hand over all the Rune essence very quickly to Drizzle, saving have to run back and forth to the bank like you had to do otherwise. Or the only other option, if you can't obtain a Wicked Hood, is if you bought 25 pure essence, you can do it in one go then. That's providing you didn't bring any other sort of items with you. But the Wicked Hood is free to obtain from Berthorpe, so I definitely recommend doing that. But either way, once you've given Drizzle 50 Rune essence, he'll say that the river has been re-purified and the quest will be completed. So congratulations, you completed the Priest in Peril quest. You're awarded 1 quest point, 1,406 prayer experience, the Blessed Wolfbane Dagger. If you speak to Historian Minas at the Barrack Museum, you'll receive 5 kudos, and also 2 extra spins on the Squeal of Fortune. So yeah, not too complex of a quest, bit of travelling around which is a little bit annoying, but it's quite easy to do if you have like access to the Lodestone, like I said. Overall the quest isn't really that complex. If you do run into any problems at all, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll help you out as best I can. But thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers guys, bye.